Hey everyone, and welcome to our explainer. Today, we're digging deep into something called the Executive MBA. So if you're a leader who's thinking about what it takes to get to that next level, you are definitely in the right place.
So let's start here. You've already put in the work, right? You've built a career, you've led teams, you've probably navigated a few crises, and you've delivered results. But you know there's another gear. The real question is, how do you find it? How do you shift into it?
Well, that's where the Executive MBA, or EMBA for short, comes in. Now, I want you to think of this less like going back to school and more like a strategic accelerator for leaders who are already in the game. Seriously, this isn't about learning the basics from scratch. It's all about mastering high-level strategy and tackling really complex challenges, all without having to hit the pause button on your career. And get this, you'll be surrounded by people who are just as deep in their careers as you are. The average work experience in these top programs is around 14 years. So this is not a classroom of aspiring managers. No way. It's a think tank of established leaders coming from a huge range of industries. So what does this whole experience actually look and feel like? Let's pull back the curtain and take a look inside the program itself.
One of the best things about an EMBA is that it's built for busy professionals. So you have choices. On one hand, you've got the traditional in-person model, kind of like Wharton's, which means these really immersive bi-weekly campus stays. But then on the other hand, you have blended options, like those at INSEAD that mix virtual classes with a few in-person weeks here and there, which is just perfect for executives with global responsibilities.
But, no matter which format you choose, the core idea is exactly the same: learning by doing. The whole curriculum is designed so you can take what you learn on Friday and literally apply it at your job on Monday. And the learning is incredibly hands-on. I mean, we're talking about high-stakes consulting projects for actual companies. For example, students at Michigan Ross have done everything from developing market strategies for nanotech firms to tackling plastic waste for Dow Chemical in Indonesia. Over at Georgetown, a team created a digital healthcare strategy for Philips. These are not just case studies, you guys. They are real opportunities to make a real impact.
But here's something you might not expect. The learning doesn't just come from the professors. You could argue that one of the single most powerful assets of an EMBA is the person sitting right next to you.
Your cohort is this incredible cross-section of global business. I mean, look at this mix. You'll have leaders from finance, tech, healthcare, energy, even nonprofits, all in the same room. The person you're debating a marketing strategy with might be a CFO, or a surgeon, or a tech entrepreneur. And that diversity of perspective, that's where so much of the magic happens.
This peer-to-peer learning is absolutely transformative. Like this student from Michigan Ross said, having the chance to run your real-life business problems by not just your professors, but also your accomplished classmates, well, it opened up another level of learning. It just changes the whole game.
Okay, so you might be thinking, this sounds amazing. How in the world do I get in? The application process might seem a little intimidating, but it's really just a structured way for the school to get to know you and for you to tell your story. The journey is pretty similar across the top schools. It all starts with the online application and essays. That's where you really lay out your vision. Then you provide the proof. Your CV, transcripts, a test score. A powerful recommendation from your manager is so important. And it all leads up to the final step, the admissions interview. Now, let's talk about that testing requirement for a second. While the GMAT and GRE are definitely options, a lot of EMBA programs now accept something called the Executive Assessment, or EA. It was literally created for experienced professionals. It's shorter, and it focuses more on the practical reasoning and critical thinking skills you're already using every single day at work. But when you boil it all down, what it really comes down to is your vision. Just take a look at this essay prompt from Wharton. See, they're not just asking what you want to do. They're asking why an EMBA is the essential bridge to get you there. They're looking for that crystal clear link between your past, the program, and your future. Okay, now for the final piece of the puzzle, and it's a big one, the investment. An EMBA is a major commitment, so how do people actually make it happen financially? Well, the good news is there isn't just one path to funding your degree. Well, yeah, about a third of students get some kind of company sponsorship. Many others finance it themselves through a mix of savings, student loans, and merit-based aid. And honestly, schools offer a surprising number of scholarships and specialized fellowships to bring in the best people. And just to give you a quick idea of what's out there, you've got things like the Forte Fellowship. It's offered at tons of top schools, and it's designed to support candidates who are dedicated to advancing women in business. It's not just funding either, it's a whole powerful network. And the support doesn't always stop when you graduate. Some schools are really committed to helping people build careers that make a big societal impact. Yale's loan forgiveness program, for instance, helps graduates who go into the public and nonprofit sectors pay down their loans, which makes a career of purpose just that much more possible. So, at the end of the day, an EMBA is way more than just another degree. It's a strategic investment. It's an investment in your leadership, an investment in your network, and a huge investment in your ability to make a bigger impact on your organization and really on the world. So the real question isn't just about what you'll learn in the classroom. It's about who you'll become in the process. The only question left is, are you ready to find out?